couldn't just be a hover. This could actually be the lock-in for Bree.
Dagda, you didn't warn us about the rivet. We talked about unpredictable champions. Okay. All right, it's fine. Just troll everybody. It's all right. Renekton now coming in. Not the spiciest answer, but certainly a champion who can do very well in isolation.
Wow. Okay, so we've got on T1 side, we have 4 range champions with a Camille. That's not really ideal for the Camille. She likes having things like Rakan or Galio or things that can follow up on her engage, but she has a lot of damage.
Way trying to interact with this bot side, like, can you try and help out Ming? Because you do have the Nautilus there. I mean, great engage coming through if you can close the gap, if you can set it up, but also very squishy on the opposite side.
Here we go then, game 1 of the World's quarterfinals. T1 up against RNG. Looks like right now we have very standard level 1s, no invades coming out from either side, but Carrier getting a little bit of vision down with his turrets. The fans are going wild.
And this is exactly what you want when you're in an arena like this, the deafening roar. How much louder you have to speak to your teammates on stage to overpower the sound from the crowd, or to you, Dagda, yes, at this very moment. And so as we have this brief break, we have a pause. We heard so much about the history and the rivalry of this matchup. Instead, I want to talk more about this game in front of us as the T1 chance start in earnest. What is the focus point here of the game? Both these junglers have been so crucial for their teams. Where are we expecting to see that attention?
Bot lane has to be the first prio for T1. I think Owner needs to path down there and make sure that they get this bot push, because that's rule number 1 for this draft. They've actually gone for the AD carry Ash, support Heimerdinger, as we saw DRX do. Hail of Blades, Ultimate Hunter, approach velocity. This is a very gash, but T1's actually late invading top side. They know that Wei wants to path bot to try to deny that push and look for early 3v3s, but T1 already on the aggression, 1 minute and 30 seconds into the game.
I mean, this is just a great call from T1, right? They managed to move in as a unit. They've now pushed Wei to that bottom side, and it's not like Orange.
Zeus towards this red. We'll see if he starts it up because he's in the vicinity. Zeus will have to go back to catch that wave, so might be on a bit of a mistimer here. Owner has all the information he needs on the top jungle of RNG, who might come to slow this down, but because Zeus is pushing, Breathe has to catch.
I mean, the wave being cleared out means that it does make it a little bit easier now for RNG to try and contest this. Xiao, who underneath tower, though, won't be able to join in. Going to just see if Wei can steal this one away.
Right, smoke screen so big there, denying the vision. He has to get through it, but he won't be able to in time. Stolen red buff for Owner. And again, the stranglehold T1 has had on this top side jungle, so crucial, especially as you look at the Herald spawning in just 50 seconds, and he's not done. Everything in the RNG jungle belongs to Owner.
Wei has smite up Owner.
If RNG kills someone on T1, Wei just gets all that gold back, right? Because he just steals the body and then he's good. So maybe there's an angle here, you know? Give me the copium.
How I know you ran it down on Viego and solo queue. Hold that thought, though.
3v3.
Objective being contested, starting with the Fury. Renekton all ready to go in. They're going to try to burst down one target. Blow him up! Find the reset has money in the bank, baby, because Wei, he's taking Zeus' body, and he's looking to finish the job. Going to the wall. One more. He's going to pick up the grave. He can lay down the smoke screen. Jiao on the backside. Baker. And it's reset Silver Wei. And that's it. You cannot take this man out of the game.
RNG make it happen on the Herald fight. Wei was behind. They forced the play. Gumayushi had an incredible arrow to get Breathe down, but RNG come away with 4 kills to 1.
State, we're still going to be looking, oh my god, at T1.
Breathe, trying to clear as much of the wave as he can. Holding on, gets this stun down. The ulti to Ryan, reset the tower angle. T1, it's a clean dive. They've got the Herald and they are firing back. They will not let that last fight slow their momentum.
Yeah, the pace of this game is not going to slow down here. Wei's already on the cross map looking for the dragon. I expect Herald to be placed here on this top lane. Yes, they went 4 for 1 in that 5-2-1, but they managed to pick up that Herald. But Breathe has TP, so I'm not sure if Owner will decide to drop it or take the base. But the kill goes in favor of Zeus with the tower drop. The Herald is placed down, it looks like. Xiaohu's moving up. Breathe can TP in 5. I think the tower might be dead already, though.
Yeah, should get the charge here. Should be Breathe. He's going to be able to at least give that first tower across. And Zeus will have to try and step up. Zeus has been the strongest top laner when you look statistically at the World Championships. First in gold, damage percent, damage per minute. Basically every stat that says you're a good top laner, Zeus, everyone. We need to see if he can try and carry forward here again.
As a mid lane, Faker stepping forward, staying into the creep wave, trying to avoid the stun, trying to get the 2-man. But again, the burst is too much for him to survive.
Wei is such a huge driving factor in this game for RNG. He got put behind, made the Herald fight so winning in their favor, and now has found another kill in mid. Faker, the mist was behind. Picks Renekton, Viego, Akali, they're really skirmish heavy. Neutrals are exactly where they want to fight, but with 2 minutes left, they need to find something.
Stun over the wall, looking for the follow-up. Zeus, hookshot, wall dive out to safety. Not really a play here. Wei, unstoppable, getting pulled back. That is too far. He will get taken down. Big shutdown, and now Breathe is next on the chopping block, but he will slice his way out to safety. No dice for the follow-up. He has to turn, and they cut him down.
Oh, Xiaohu's still looking though. Zeus is low, but I don't think he'll be able to get on. A big disconnect there from the top side of RNG. Wave goes too far, doesn't know where owner is. And Breathe, he was back on the wave. He wasn't expecting anyone to go that hard.
This is the strongest part of the map for T1. Zeus got a
Mid lane, throwing 3 members down here just to get control of the area. Do not want to give this Herald up.
Looks like RNG want to play more for the side lane, see if they can get this Rift Herald and crack open some of the turrets, but T1 already here.
No Ashul just yet. RNG are stuck in this corridor. Don't want to go too deep because the turrets are there. We'll see if they go for the contest. Ming has no flash though. He can't really go in. They'll just turn straight onto him and he'll fall. I think RNG are going to push mid and try to move to Dragon here, see if they can get there first.
Really want to get something out of this play because they already spent so much time in the area. They already committed 5 members.
Yeah, Zeus is moving back topside as well, so it looks like RNG should be able to just outnumber T1. But you have to be so careful about where they're going to put that Rift Herald. They could immediately put it down in the mid lane.
It also goes to that top tier too. Ping's coming down here from Owner. They know they just committed 5 members towards that bot side. This would be a massive injection of gold into the T1 top jungle once again if they herald this, but the wave isn't there in time. Owner's going to try to help Zeus push it out as quick as possible. They have Vision on Wei and Xiaohu, and they see Gala mid, so they might just go for it anyway. And then RNG are going to go for another cross map, see if they can dive Faker. Zeus has no TP. Usually has the arrow.
Dive. Can be everything. Xiaohu now kicking things off. Baker trying to delete the way. He thinks the tower's going to keep him safe. He's buying time with the stopwatch. The ulti's taking the arrow. Will not connect. RNG will walk away empty-handed, but T1 will not. Tower on the top side already down. Another charge now coming in. Ming and Breathe doing what they can to respond, but Zeus and Owner are just getting stronger and stronger.
I mean, RNG will hold on to the inhibitor turret, but now we got the TP mid. We're going for it.
Holding off, baiting, waiting, hoping to get some kind of summoner spell, some kind of advantage. Gravity Field going to zone him.
Zeus here as well, because Xiaohu's the big threat on the side lane right now. Like, Faker can just permit clear against Breathe, so you actually have to be trying to focus top and mid to make sure that you're able to keep up on the map, say, with T1 as they look to rotate towards mid lane.
Yeah, they've collapsed both sides towards mid. RNG looks like they want to contest Vision. Blue gun on the Aphelios, but I don't know if Gala can clear out this wave with those 4 range champions.
Gala stepping up, so much damage. Arrow now to follow. Clean sidestep comes out, but the tower already down. T1 immediately walking away. They got what they came for.
There's 3 towers to 0 right now. It's so hard for RNG to contest Vision.
T1 are just playing the map faster. You still have Kumayushi and Carrier that have good push. Faker push him in from multiple flanks, make it difficult for the zone control that T1 have, but now you just got to push mid and try and walk in as a group, which is perfect for T1 to set up turrets, set up Ash Arrow, and look for the pick.
Ash Arrow heading onto the Nautilus. Where's the follow-up going to go? Xiaohu looking for an angle onto Zeus. The whole team being split now. Hookshot, wall dive forward. Unstoppable happening. Brought Zeus back in the team. That's going to be big. The ult now coming in. Gala on the backside has to do everything, but it just will not be one of Gala! The shutdown, maybe it will! Can they turn it here? No, T1 holding strong. Both sides trading blow for blow.
1 for 2, so it goes in favor of T1. Maybe a little bit too deep there from the top jungle. Gala had perfect guns to look for the turn, so T1 just called the fight off. The second they get those 2 members down, they can turn towards the Dragon, they can turn towards an objective and get the hell out of there. They don't want to chase into an Aphelios.
And a rare mistake from Ming as well, missing the...
That never happened. Breed actually not really getting involved whatsoever in that fight. Xiaohu being such a big carrying factor in it, and now the TP's coming out from Xiaohu on this bot side, maybe looking to flank T1, but they're up towards the Baron.
That's the thing, Breathe burnt his TP in the last fight to try and join in, was late to the party. Now Xiaohu burning his TP to get here. They want to get control back on River and look to see if they can catch T1 in movement.
T1 have a lot of pressure here in the sense that Zeus can just keep pushing top. There's no TPs on the solo laners of RNG. They need to make a play quickly if they want to get this Dragon, because Zeus will just keep pushing until someone responds, and if you start Dragon, he'll TP in, so T1 have 2 lanes of pressure right now.
And it's so hard to start a fight. You need flash from Ming to try and set it up, but that was gone in the last fight, so now the depth charge isn't as easy. So Zeus, using the fact he has that TP available, manages to take the top tower, and T1 fall back towards Baron, but RNG are in the area.
This is iconic, but if you remember MSI, the way RNG came back in game 1 was a steal. It was on Viego, it was Wei who leapt into the pit, who took it away from T1. And I feel like they remember, they're backing off. They don't want to flip it. They don't want to risk the 50-50.
So that was a very interesting call because it was just a 5v5 Baron start. I think what T1 did there was they started Baron, made RNG come into their top side jungle, place their pinks down, and they hesitated a bit in deciding whether T1 are actually going to do this. And when RNG respond, they pull off and go towards Dragon. So now RNG have invested their wards this top side and they can't get into the bot side of the map.
It's such a good call from T1 because, as we said, like, this is where T1 want to know exactly where RNG are. If you can set up correctly, it makes it very difficult for RNG to make anything happen.
Dragons.
Look, it's accounting. It's not sexy, but it's not by the numbers, right? This is the way that T1 should be trying to play this. And at the moment, as long as they can keep that control, they're going to be in a good spot. And you can see long-range poke from Carrier, from Faker. Like, it all works out well. They can just keep pushing RNG back, and without Ming kind of being their guaranteed engage tool with that depth charge, well, they're free to just keep walking up and just keep pushing RNG back.
Here's the window. Looking for a TP out of Breathe here, I think. We'll see if they finish it, because Zeus can turn onto Wei and ult him.
Wei, go unstoppable, can go over the wall. Arrow coming in, they're gonna try to lock him down immediately. Camille says not getting into the pit now. That's the Baron for T1. They want to keep things going, but Gala, so incredibly strong. Gale forcing forward, wants to finish off Zeus. 1 kill. Then now the reset coming out. Wei, all the strength, all the itemization of Zeus for now, but T1 get the Baron, they get everything they want, really.
Great execution. The only way T1 can stop Wei getting in the pit is the Camille ult, so Zeus sacrificed himself to get a 4-man Baron. I think it's worth overall. Yes, big shot.
TP available pushing in this top end, so if RNG don't deal with Zeus would just take that top tower, and right now Breathe has no TP, so you need to double commit Breathe and Xiaohu to actually deal with Zeus on the top side, or honestly he would just 1v1 either of the solo laners from RNG.
Mid-tier 2 is the objective. Last kind of tower here for T1 to crack open to make sure they have full map control. Their tier 1 mid is still up, so the amount of control they'll have is incredible.
Trying to kick the fight off, they caught Goma! There could be everything, he goes golden, but it won't stop the rest of the team. Immediately Breathe is under the backside. T1 are now pulling back. Faker doing so much damage to Xiaohu, but Xiaohu turns his attention to the smushy Heimer, but the death ball of T1 retreats, and Breathe will not find another kill. It is Zeus on the side. It was Zeus in the early game. Owner coming to back him up, and how could you have it any other way? Jungle and top of T1 again, finding the fight and making it work.
It was slow until it exploded for T1. A realistically desperation engage from RNG that now gives T1 game 1.
15 seconds on Ming. Breathe and Xiaohu still 40 seconds away. It's Gala and Wei versus T1. 4 versus 2 to hold on. I don't think they have enough. Gala doesn't have the ult.
Stepping in, smoke screen clutch. Gala has no way to follow up, trying to clear the waves as quickly as they can. RNG holding on. T1's fastest game before this, or slowest game before this, 29 minutes. RNG holding on for 5 more minutes than anyone else, but they're not just happy with that. They want to look for more. T1 for now, breaking 1, breaking 2, backing away on the 3rd inhibitor, but want to kick fights off again. Gala locked up, he has the cleanse finally, just in time. Wei, there's no one for him to reset off of. Big leaping in, but he will walk away empty-handed.
T1's Baron buff was falling off as they were hitting the Nexus, and they thought the Aphelios would clear out the wave, so instead they called to take double inhibitor, look for the 3rd, but the respawns came in and...
Nice.
No, we're not going to go with that one. That was just an absolute brain moment. But it's hard, because at this point, if you dive in, your backline dies. If you stay back, their backline kills your front line. There's not really a lot of good options. Execution has to be flawless here.
They don't have flashes on those solo lanes, RNG, so it's really hard to get onto T1's backline with 4 range champs. Zeus wins out against both solo lanes, so they're looking to make a pick onto him. He'll dash away and join his team. RNG will lose this inhibitor, and T1 will keep up the pressure. 3 minutes on their soul, 40 seconds on Baron. T1 could just turn towards the Baron as the inhib waves come in, and then have buffed up super creeps on all 3 lanes. That ward will be swept out. T1 looking for an engage, and they'll pick there. Ming has no flash, and they have an arrow. I think that could be an easy target.
I think they're just waiting for these super creeps to hit the base so they can try and fall back, make sure there's pressure on towards the Nexus turrets as they start to go away, but maybe not. I mean, top wave needs to try and crash at the same time here.
Here we go.
Flank. This is it, the last desperate attempt, but they catch Owner. They need the reset so desperately. Waiting on the ultimate from the Aphelios, waiting for them to group up. Gala knows that this is the one that could decide the game. Breathe on the backside, now trying to lock him down. Faker burning, Faker ticking. Can they get the reset for the Viego? Yes, 1 more hit. They will find it. But still, T1 with the advantage in the fight. Gala on the backside, immediately the stun now coming up. Gala, desperate to survive. He's getting ticked away, he's getting knocked down. The ulti will not be enough. Wei trying to have his hero moment, but T1 say not today. T1 striking first, and the best of 5 as they knock down RNG.
RNG were trying their best to hold on, but it got to the point where no matter when you engage, T1 will kite back with those 4 range champs, and they will out damage you.